Hi everyone, I hope all of you guys are doing well. So today is the day 2 of our 100 days answer writing practice. Today we are going to discuss one question from GS1 paper of 2022, which is the question number 16. Before I actually dive into this particular question, I want to tell you a few things. Number one, if you are a person who's preparing for 2024-25 and you have not really finished the syllabus, you have not studied these topics from wherever these questions are being discussed, then don't get demotivated. Don't think that you cannot answer these questions. Once you cover the syllabus, then you will be able to answer these questions. You will have content to be able to answer these questions. Okay, so for that, first finish your content, first finish the syllabus. The second thing I want to tell is, if you are preparing for 2023 or 24, you can definitely look at these questions, see what kind of answer writing techniques I use, how I analyze, how you can learn to analyze and write these answers. So that will help you. So you can spend some time, 10-15 minutes looking at this video and you can learn a lot. And the third thing I want to tell you today in this particular class is, in this particular session is, I don't want you to just look at me writing the answer. I want you to actually pause this video right now, attempt this question yourself. If you have studied this particular subject, attempt it, put it in the comments if you want to. If you don't want to put it in the comments, just attempt it and then afterwards check it, so that you get a good idea on how to answer these kind of questions and you will be well prepared, because unless you answer yourself by looking at it, you are not going to make it. You have to actually do the practice yourself. All right, so these are the three things I wanted to tell you. In this particular question, you will also learn how to make diagrams in questions, which is important in these kind of geography or international affairs questions. So I would like you, so this is a question which is a mix of geography and international affairs, so I would like you to focus on that also, how to simply make diagrams with pen, which is acceptable in UPSC, and you can definitely use just your pen also. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this question. The question is, mention the significance of straits and isthmus in international trade. Very simple question, 250 words. So you have a lot of words limit. You can write this answer in 15 marks question. All right. So you have, for 250 word questions, you normally have 12 minutes, almost 11 to 12 minutes. So there is a plenty of time. I will start the timer just as a reference. This is, I'm going to explain also, so please don't stick to the timer, but this is just for your practice. All right, so pause the video, start. You have around 12 and a half minutes, 11 and a half to 12 minutes to answer this question, and afterwards you can come back and check. In the meanwhile, those who are not writing, I will start answer writing and I will show you how you can answer this particular question. All right, so first, number one thing is, define the main keywords. I will define what are straits and isthmus, because that is the basic part of this question. Strait can be defined as a narrow body of water connecting two large water bodies. This is basic conceptual definition which you definitely need to provide here. These are used for shipping and navigation, sea lanes. Example: Strait of Malacca and Strait of Hormuz. All right, see here I have provided the definition. Number one, I provided the use, what is the use of these particular water bodies, and then thirdly, I have also provided the examples, two prominent examples related to that. Okay, that is how you should go about it. Now here you can also draw a diagram, because it's a geographical feature, so you can draw a basic diagram. With pen only you can draw the diagram also. Land, and this is strait, and this is ocean. This is also ocean here. Okay, so here I have drawn the diagram of a strait. Now I can move to the second part, which is basically defining isthmus. Now see, the main part of the question is significance of straits and isthmus, but I would like to define both of them because it's a 250 word question. So you need to write more than just directly coming to the significance, because that will not be otherwise enough if you just write the significance. Isthmus is a narrow strip of land connecting two large masses of land, or land masses you can write. All right. Example, Isthmus of Panama, used to build canals for navigation. Okay, here I have told the definition also, I have told the basic use also, and the example also, and here I can draw a small diagram. All right, so here there is a space, land, land, and this is a isthmus. It's just a small stretch of land. Okay, and this is ocean and ocean. So I hope you understand the difference also. This is just a water body, this is a piece of land, between two pieces of land and oceans. All right. So here we have we have laid out the introduction sort of, because we have to define both these things. Now we will get into the actual part of the question, which is the significance of the straits and the isthmus. Okay. So let's go into that. Significance in international trade. सी कितना बोल्ड करके आई हैव रिटन, काफी बोल्ड करके लिखा है, एंड आई विल बॉक्स इट, really boxed, really, so that if the person wants to, if the checker of the exam wants to come directly to this, they can come to this also. And straight, so first I'm going to give the importance of straits, and then I will come to the importance of isthmus, because we have to provide the importance of both. Number one, straits provide shortcut or shorten the distance for which ships have to travel between two ports, continents. Okay, because normally they are traveling from one continent to another, so they reduce the distance. And you can underline also, shorten the distance. Okay, now I will write the second point. Without straits, ships would have to travel all around the continental landmass, thereby increasing distance, time, and cost. All right, they would have to travel all around the continent. Of course, if straits were not there, they will have to go all around the continent, which will increase the time. example. Now, to support this point, you provide example. Strait of Malacca. You check the time बीच में 7 minutes, so that you're keeping check of time. Links Andaman Sea and South China Sea, thereby reducing the distance for ships passing through Indian Ocean. Okay. Now, it is also important that I feel like you should also provide a diagram so that the person can understand and get a better idea, and that will of course increase your marks also. So I will provide a small diagram here. Okay, so this is the Indian subcontinent. I will draw a very rough diagram because obviously it's not easy to draw India. All right, this is Malaysia, this is Singapore, this here is Indonesia, this is Borneo, like different islands. Indonesia, this is China. So like this you can sort of draw a line also in order to differentiate, and this is the Strait of Malacca. So the ships can go through here for trade. Okay, so this is showing a pictorial map representation so that the person understands that you completely have an idea and understanding of this particular topic. You can provide example of, and you can additionally give a point here. It's a strategic choke point, as it serves for 80% of China's oil imports. So from the Middle East, whatever Chinese oil imports are coming, they're passing through this. 80% of the oil imports of China are passing through this particular Strait of Malacca. And that's why it is also known as a strategic choke point. So this point also you give here because that is the importance in international trade. Now I will come to isthmus. All right, isthmus. Isthmus are ideal sites to build canals for allowing navigation of ships for international trade. They also reduce time, distance, and cost. And without building canals on isthmus, ships will need to go around continents. Okay, same reason but little bit different in concept, that here you have to build canals in order to allow for isthmus to go around. All right, यहाँ पे आप जैसे you can for example also give another point. They also serve as points, sites for important military posts, military outpost, communication sites, communication sites, taxation sites. Right, Singapore is a taxation site. Singapore is not a isthmus, so you can leave that. Panama Canal and shipping lanes. Shipping lanes already बोल दिया, but ठीक है, it's okay. You can repeat it. So they also serve as important outposts for military, etc. It is important, right, for international trade. Then after that, you can give example: Isthmus of Panama and Suez. And you can also make the diagram. So I will make the diagram also, because यहाँ पे diagram बनाया तो it will be nice if you can show a diagram here also. All right. So here, obviously, we will make North America sort of, and then you will get enough space also. Don't worry. South America. For 250 marks questions, you will get enough space. For questions which are 250 marks, you will get almost 2.5 pages. So within 2 pages we can write. Okay, so here is the west, east. This is Isthmus of Panama. Isthmus of Panama. And here only this canal has been made, Panama Canal, which is linking Pacific and Atlantic Ocean. So this is Atlantic, this is Pacific. Okay, and 4% of world trade. So 4% of world trade passes through Panama Canal. So time काफी हो गया है. We will skip the conclusion, but you can write the conclusion, and very simple one-line conclusion that from the above we can see that isthmus and straits play a very important role in international trade. So here now we will stop the time. Don't worry, I went over the time because I was explaining to you, but I hope you have tested yourself and come back to the video. Now I will tell you what are the important components of answer writing when you're going through this video. Number 1, define the main keywords. Straight define क्या है, diagram बनाया है. Isthmus define करा है, diagram बनाया है. Simple diagrams with pen is also okay, but it should just show clearly what you are trying to show. Significance, which is the main question, वहाँ पे अब आपने पूरा एक पेज लिखेंगे. One full page has to be written about the significance. First, you tell the significance of strait and then isthmus. So what you will notice is you might have all this content, but if you don't present it well, then you will get less marks. But someone who presents this well, like this, well laid out, easily readable, simple to understand, well organized, then you will get extra marks. Isthmus also, diagrams also, examples also, numbers also, to show ki how much world trade is happening, how much Chinese trade is happening through this. This will definitely get you good marks in the mains. So hopefully this day 2 class has helped you. I hope you have practiced with me. If you have any questions, let me know. We'll be happy to answer them. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.